I never thought being fired by my own family would feel worse than being sued by them. But when my uncle stood up in court and said she stole our clients, I realized they weren't just trying to erase my career, they were trying to rewrite history. The company was called Hale and Sons Consulting, founded by my grandfather, passed to my uncle, marketed as a family legacy. What the website didn't say was that I was the one running it. For 7 years, I managed client relations, contracts, onboarding, everything that actually kept the business alive. My cousin Mark was the face, the charm, the last name. He shook hands, smiled in photos, and showed up when there was a camera. I stayed late. I fixed mistakes. I told the truth to clients, even when it cost us money. And that was my biggest mistake. It started when Mark decided he wanted my role, not to do the work, just to have the title. He told my uncle I was too cautious, too honest, not aggressive enough. What he meant was I refused to lie to clients to inflate profits. One Monday morning, I was called into a meeting. No warning, no conversation, just three people on one side of the table, my uncle, Mark, and the company lawyer. My uncle cleared his throat. "We're restructuring," he said. "Your position is being eliminated." 7 years, gone in one sentence. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I packed my desk and left. What I didn't expect was what happened next. Within 2 weeks, my phone started ringing. Clients, one after another. They weren't asking for advice. They were asking where I went. They told me Mark stopped returning calls, that contracts changed without explanation, that promises I'd made, carefully, honestly, were suddenly ignored. I told every single one the same thing. "I'm not with the company anymore. You should talk to them." Some did. Most didn't stay. 3 months later, I received court papers. Hale and Sons Consulting versus me. They accused me of client theft, of sabotaging the company, of using inside relationships to steal business. Reading it felt surreal, like I was watching strangers describe a villain who wore my name. In the courtroom, they painted me as bitter, disloyal, ungrateful. Their lawyer stood confidently. "She abused her position," he said. "She manipulated clients and walked away with them." My uncle wouldn't look at me. Mark looked smug. My lawyer didn't interrupt. He waited. Then the judge asked the question that changed everything. "Do you have proof she solicited these clients?" The lawyer hesitated. "Well, the clients followed her." The judge raised an eyebrow. "That's not proof." That's when my lawyer stood. "Your Honor," he said calmly, "we'd like to call our first witness." The courtroom door opened. It wasn't a character reference. It wasn't a former employee. It was their largest client, a man who'd been with the company for 15 years. He sat down, raised his hand, and looked directly at the judge. "I followed her," he said, "because she was the only honest one." You could hear breathing stop. He explained how I warned him about risky contracts, how I told him when deals didn't make sense, how Mark pressured him to sign things I had refused to recommend. Then another witness came in, then another. 5 clients, all voluntarily, none subpoenaed. Every story was the same. She told us the truth. She protected our interests. When she left, we left. Mark shifted in his seat. My uncle finally looked at me. The judge leaned forward. "So let me understand," she said. "You fired her, then your clients chose to leave, and now you're suing her for their decision." Silence. The gavel came down once, hard. Case dismissed. Then she added something I'll never forget. "This court does not punish integrity, and it does not reward retaliation." Mark's face went pale. My uncle looked smaller than I'd ever seen him. I walked out without speaking. 6 months later, I unlocked the door to a small office with my name on the glass. Hale Consulting. No "and Sons." No legacy claims. Just my work. By the end of the first year, every client had returned. Not because of blood, not because of a name, because respect isn't inherited, it's earned. They fired me from the family company, but they forgot one thing. Loyalty doesn't follow ownership. It follows truth. And this time, It followed me.